Welcome to YouTube Hates My Guts, and now I'm gonna pivot to making breastfeeding videos, and titling my videos Blank Situation is insane. I'm re-uploading this video because it turns out YouTube doesn't like man's laughter in the title of videos. Subsequently, I was shadow banned. Very cool. You may think I'm salty about that. No, I'm f***ing pissed. Part 3 is also live right now if you're interested. After this one, playlist up there. Today's torture begins with kid-on-kid violence, much like the Hunger Games but without the prize. More so to just lower the gene pool. We discovered through an exposition dump that the curse of the school is making the kids want to game end each other, but that's just a fancy way of saying that the kids need therapy and a chill pill. Yada yada, once that game ended, their souls are absorbed by the school, turning them into homicidal minions. We cut back to Velma pretending like there was nothing she could have possibly done to prevent the death of her friend, and a new character enters the fray, telling her that Daphne came in contact with the curse. Didn't realize depression was a curse. Oh, but that sounds metal as f***. You can call me Curse Wielder of Darkness from now on. She continues to say that she did this to herself because YOLO. Quite suspicious that you say that if you ask me. As a world famous detective myself, I don't see the means of her getting up there. And there's the fact that she tried to prevent it. You're going straight up to suspect numero uno, wench. Next she tells us, the audience, and I guess Velma too, that all of her friends have already been game ended. What the fuck happened to the other wankers? Don't tell me you killed them off screen. This is why I have trust issues. You can say that again. I was told you died off camera. Nice to meet you. I shall call you Simon the Blue Chipmunk. Bringer of bad news sneaks up on Simon to tell him that there's no point trying to escape. Leaving is impossible. Lady, we were just cracking a window. It's stuffy as fucking here. My balls have stuck to my thighs. Wait, I didn't finish my story. Get back here, you little shit. I didn't tell you about my swamp ass. Shaggy and Scoop discovered a law dump that the children started going missing. So naturally, the authorities said, YOLO, not our problem, case closed. Hello, officer. I know you've given up on trying to find my child. And well, all the other children. I've found a dead kid with its limb shoved up its ass. Oh yeah, nah mate, we need some more evidence for that one. That could be anything. Like I said, mate, there's nothing we can do. But we've also found a survivor. You say survivor, but all I see is more paperwork for me. Oh yeah, mate, the way I see it, you've already solved it. Good job, mate. Case closed. This is why I don't do accents, cause they're fucking shit. So the only survivor was arrested, and now Shaggy ponders that they might be in the past because why the fuck wouldn't they be? Oh, you need a pee, do you? I have the perfect place. Tell me by chance, are you familiar with the name Sayori? And/or horrified by piss-soaked girls hanging from the rafters? Yeah, man, don't want to be rude. Knock again. I don't think I heard you. Oh yeah, sorry. It's a no-go. Door's locked. Why don't you pop a squat? I'm sure the corpse wouldn't mind. So then I told her that my tapeworm was more of a pet to me and she didn't need to feel jealous. Of course I told her we could have 50-50 custody. And then she ran away with another man. Thank you for being such a good listener. Are we going to end up like them? I've already eaten my tapeworms. What? I gotta upload to the gram. Want to show my bitch of an ex-wife that I'm doing better off without her. We discovered that the other bodies of students were possibly from other schools, and the other ones that were still alive were just as mentally stable as a fentanyl fairy. So after reuniting after a long night in murder school, what would you think their next course of action would be? That's right, split up and find their more than likely already dead friends. Simon volunteers to go find a specific person instead of, oh, I don't know, maybe fucking anyone, because bro wants to lay pipe. He goes to leave, but remembers that he has to exposition dump to the audience. He says to be careful of the knife-wielding ghost kids, and not to worry about the teenage ghosts, because apparently, they're chill. I don't know about you, but if I see any ghost, I'm going to shit bricks. I don't give a fuck if they offer me love and affection. I'm going to dropkick that ball bag and run away screaming like a pussy. Survival of the fittest. Meanwhile, on the other side of school, Belle goes ding-dong and Blue Girl has a mental breakdown as she remembers that her goldfish ate her homework. Someone's pet sperm creeps up behind them and stares at them like that one homeless guy after I told him I only had a 50. Blue Girl tells Fred not to look in his eyes. Oops, too late. Do you want, loving son or, reasons why my parents separated on your tombstone? Ghost Boy asks who wants to be filleted like a fish first. Him. He volunteers as tribute. I got a thing on that day. Won't be able to make it. The pet sperm lands on killing the woman first. Sexist. But of course he doesn't succeed because we haven't heard her backstory yet. Fred stops him just in time. The kid says, "Bet you can go first," and evacuates. "Come back, you forgot your murder victim." "Oh, not you again. I was hoping you died off camera." She tells them that she died a long time ago. Oh. Wait, this math isn't mathing. Dead Girl says that she's here to find someone important to her as I pretend to care, and Blue Girl lore dumps that she knows her. What a coinky dink, she's a famous ghost researcher. In other words, she's an exposition dump in human form. That will save the day. To make a long story short, the story at the beginning was real because of course it was. No shit classic horror trope. There are 4 dead crotch goblins running around the school that were the murder victims, and the only possible way they might be able to escape is to, and I quote, appease them. If you think it's by hugs and love, you're fucking wrong. What they want is their murderer's head on a platter. Take it or leave it. Plot twist, the murderer is in the building, and Dead Girl doesn't tell them who the fuck it is, because story's got a story. If you think exposition, the human dump has finished force feeding us plot twists, open wide, here comes the aeroplane. The Scooby Gang has been split into multiple overlapping dimensions. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. After giving us more questions and a middle finger, Dead Girl shadow clone jutsus herself into the next episode, where she'll no doubt diarrhea dump exposition all over us. We now hard pivot into a new character in this saga, Miss Frizzle. Oh god, please no more exposition. Yada yada, the kids were killed by scissors, their tongues were cut out, and one of the 4 kids was lucky enough to receive a mutilated head. I feel like this is important to share. You're welcome. Miss Frizzle hears laughter, so naturally she goes to investigate the room and finds the cast of 2.5 preteens. Do I want to know where the other one is? I'm gonna count down from 3. On go, I'm gonna throw you to the wolves, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Sound like a plan? Scrappy Doo says that she's made some new friends, and just like a mother who doesn't want their child talking to the weird kid next door, Miss Frizzle attempts to get Scrappy and end a friendship. The weird demon children don't want playtime to end, so they repel Miss Frizzle with the Holy Spirit. They grab their plaything by the legs, drags her face on the floor like a dog wiping its ass, and smears her on the wall like a shit stain. It all comes full circle, baby. The scene ends with Miss Frizzle getting asked a question. We cut back to Simon the Blue Chipmunk opening his spank bank to a picture of the dead girl, and asks where she could be. To take his mind off his obsession with his favorite Twitch streamer, Simon opens up his other spank bank of rotting corpses, making him sexually aroused. He says that his most cherished photo is the one of the human smear, unaware that that was once his romantic love interest. The Motorola flip phone does a little jingle, even though there's no goddamn reception. Guess who? It's Scrappy, the human smear, telling him to not look at her insides. Ooh? Can we keep this PG friendly, please? Shag and Scoob discover a murderous orphan roaming the halls and follow her to a second location. Sorry, I can't come. I've got a pinata to beat. They're led outside, and instead of running the fuck away, they continue following the demon girl. Hey, remember the beginning of this video when she needed to rip a piss? Yeah, she still hasn't drained the main vein. To avoid soaking in urine, she invites the ring girl to join her on a quest to fry chicken. She's dead. Shaggy finds a student ID with a paper piece, thinks nothing of it, and walks back into the haunted building. For fuck's sake, fine, take it. It's nothing I could have done with a single shoe anyway. Shaggy is locked in the building with the ring girl, and Scooby is more lost than an Alzheimer's patient. Back to Fred and Blue Girl trying to communicate with the Annabelle doll. You guessed it, it starts talking, and Fred, shooketh by this revelation, trips into a room that will progress the story and or plot. He discovers a sack of wonders belonging to one of the 4 crotch goblins, and conveniently he shows up to reclaim his lost marbles. Goblin Boy says give it back, but these 2 are too dense to figure out that he wants his shit back, resulting in an attempted murder. Blue Girl finally understands this riddle and gives the boy his tongue back, sending him to heaven. Wait, he gets to go to heaven after killing multiple people, but I get eternal damnation because I shat on the Bible one time? This is bullshit! The 2 of them now understand the only way to get out of this hellhole is to collect the children's tongues like infinity stones. Did someone say scavenger hunt? Oh, you already collected them all. Off camera. Like it was nothing. Without me. You're no longer invited to my birthday party. Hard edit to Piss Girl looking for a brother. She accidentally finds Simon playing with his meat puppets. She gets scared of him and runs away. Simon Power walks after the girl and manages to lose her. And the day is saved by a mystery man who stabs Simon in the jugular. Bravo.
With the Scooby